The MDT program structure. How to navigate through this MDT presentation. This presentation represents the organisation of a master MDT program by zooming in and out to look at the main areas of development, their subcategories and program topics. There are 8 main developmental areas, represented by the balls on the end of each DNA strand. When we zoom into each area, we see it is then divided into several subcategories. Each subcategory is then broken down into its program topics. There is an example of one subcategory's topics in each area. This is seen in red. Each MDT program is built from 3 parts: an evidence-based rationale, program goals based on assessment, and optional tools and resources for treatment. Now let's have a look more closely at this Master MDT program.
The sensory system. The sensory system involves hypersensitivity, hypersensitivity, sensory integration, sensory processing, oral sensation, and looking at how each system functions. This involves proprioception, tactile, hearing, taste, smell, visual, and vestibular. The motor system. The motor system includes many areas, some of which are motor learning, strength, posture, imitation, and balance. Let's have a closer look at what is involved in balance. It includes dynamic balance, base size, balance reactions, static balance, vestibular training, and function and balance. The speech system. The speech system involves oral sensory treatment, oral imitation, vowel techniques, consonant techniques, word forming techniques, and breathing control. Let's take a look at what's involved in breathing control. First, we look at the pre-blowing stage, blowing with an accessory, blowing with no regulation, and blowing with regulation. The language system involves many areas. Some of these include vocabulary development, pre-syntax, morphology, and the initial idea. Let's take a look at what's involved in the idea. It includes flexibility, the complexity of the idea, the plot, the originality, initiation, and the amount of steps. The communication system. Communication system involves basic communication skills, initiation, communication tools, and communication circles. Let's take a look at communication circles. This involves the areas of interest, different motivation for communication, taking turns, intimacy in interaction, how we interact with strangers, our negotiation skills, variety of communication circles, the amount and frequency of communication circles, theory of mind, and the types of communication circles. The cognition system. The cognition system includes imitation, analogy, problem solving, attention, planning, memory, reading and writing skills, numeracy, visual perception, and sorting. Let's take a closer look at what's involved in sorting. It includes changing categories, identifying by criteria, looking at subcategories, identifying what's different, identifying the common thing, categorizing, matrices, and shapes. Social emotional programs. These include motivation, play, emotional development, family, and behaviour. Behaviour involves obsessive behaviour, delayed satisfaction, self-restraint, stereotype movements, compliance, social rules, and violence. The final program we'll look at is activities of daily living. This involves some programs including public spaces, safety, housekeeping, hygiene, eating, and getting dressed. Let's take a closer look at what's involved in getting dressed. Putting on pants, the shirt, taking directions, putting on underwear, using a zipper and buttons, putting on socks, putting on shoes.